Dear students, good morning to all. Now we will going to discuss about the basic biology. Now we will going to discuss about this chapter, human physiology. Okay, now we go to human physiology. Okay, listen. Digestion and absorptions. The digestion and absorptions already we learned. Digestion and absorptions. See the picture. Human digestive system, salivary glands, mouth, esophagus, liver, stomach, gallbladder, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine. Okay, listen. The definition of digestion. What is a digestion? The process of conversions of complex food substances to simple absorbate forms is called digestions. That is a digestions. The large complex molecules convert into simple molecules. That is a definition of digestion. This process is carried out by our digestive system by mechanical and biochemical methods. See, this is a human digestive system. See the picture, students. Oral cavity. This is a oral cavity, and this one is a mouth, parotid gland, pharynx, submaxillary and sublingual gland. Then esophagus, liver, gallbladder, stomach, pancreas, duodenum, jejunum, transverse colon, descending colon, ascending colon. This one is a ileum, cecum, vermiform appendix, rectum, anus. This is a human digestive system. The parts of human digestive system. Listen. Digestive system. The human digestive system consists of alimentary canal and associated glands. First, alimentary canal. The alimentary canal begins with an anterior opening the mouth and is opens out posteriorly through the anus. Okay. Mouth leads to buccal cavity or oral cavity. Mouth leads to buccal cavity or oral cavity. The oral cavity has number of teeth and muscular tongue. The oral cavity has number of teeth and muscular tongue. Each tooth is embedded in a socket of jawbone. This type of attachment is called decodon. This type of attachment is called decodon. See the picture, students. The arrangement of different types of teeth in the jaws on one side and sockets on the other side. See the picture, students. Incisors, canine, premolars, molars, sockets of jaw. Okay. Listen, the majority of mammal, including human beings, forms two sets of teeth. Okay, the human beings have two sets of teeth during their life. A set of temporary milk or deciduous teeth replaced by a set of permanent or adult teeth. This type of dentition is called diffeodont. Okay, an adult human has 32 permanent teeth, which are of four types, namely incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. There are four types of teeth. What are the four types of teeth, students? Incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. Okay. Arrangement of teeth is each half of the upper and lower jaw in the order incisors, canines, premolars, molar. That is a ICPMM. Is represented by dental formula. This is a dental formula. Incisors, the upper jaw and lower jaw have upper jaw 2 1 2 3 divided the upper jaw then lower jaw. Okay, 2 1 2 3. Okay, incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. Incisors upper law 2 teeth, canines upper law 1 teeth, premolars 2, molars 3. Okay, the hard chewing of teeth made up of enamel helps in the mastication of food. Next, tongue. Tongue is freely movable muscular organ. Tongue is a muscular organ attached to the floor of the oral cavity by the frenulum. The upper surface of the tongue has small projections called papillae. Some of the bears taste buds. That is a taste buds. Oral cavity leads into a short pharynx, common passage for food and air. Esophagus and trachea opens into pharynx. Trachea means what? Windpipe. Trachea means windpipe. Okay. A cartilaginous flap called epiglottis prevents the entry of food in the glottis, opening of the windpipe during swallowing. Okay. Esophagus is a thin long tube which extends posteriorly, passing through the neck, thorax, diaphragm, and leads to a J-shaped bag-like structure called stomach. A gastroesophageal regulates the opening of esophagus into the stomach. Next, the stomach located in the upper left portion of the abdominal cavity has three major parts. What are the three major parts? Cardiac portion, fundic portion, and pyloric portion. This is a esophagus, fundus, cardiac, pyloric. There are three phases. Okay, the human stomach. Small intestine is distinguished to three regions: U-shaped duodenum, long coiled middle portion, jejunum, and a highly coiled ileum. The opening of the stomach into the duodenum is gradually by the pyloric sphincters. Ileum opens into the large intestine. It consists of cecum, colon, and rectum. Cecum is the small blind sac with host some symbiotic microorganisms. Listen. Narrow finger-like tubular projections, the vermiform appendix, which is vestigial organ, arise from the cecum. Cecum opens into the colon. Colon is dividing into three parts: ascending the transverse and ascending the part. The descending part opens into rectum, opens through the anus. See the picture, students. This is a small intestine, mucosa, so the villi. This is a villi, capillaries, a artery, and small finger-like projections also called villi. Its main functions, the absorptions. Its main functions for absorptions. Okay, listen. Digestive glands. The digestive glands associated with the alimentary canal include the salivary glands, the liver, and the pancreas. Saliva is the mainly produced by three pairs of salivary glands: the parotids, the submaxillary, and sublingual. These glands, situated just outside the buccal cavity, secrete the saliva juice into the buccal cavity. Liver is the largest gland of the body, 1.2 to 1.5 kg in an adult human. Okay, then abdominal cavity just below the diaphragm and has two lobes. Okay, the hepatic lobules are the structural and functional units of liver containing hepatic cells arranged into form of cords. Okay, listen, this is a digestive glands. Listen, bile secreted by hepatic cells passes through the hepatic duct. Okay, there is a muscular sac called gallbladder. This is a gallbladder. The duct of gallbladder along with the hepatic duct forms the common bile duct. Okay, this is a gallbladder duct from gallbladder duct from liver, common bile duct, pancreas, pancreatic duct, duodenum, hepatopancreatic duct. Listen, classification of digestive system, students. Listen, there are three classifications of food habitats in animals: herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. What does mean by herbivores? Already we learned herbivore animal. Herbivore animal means eat only plants. That is a herbivore animal. Carnivore animal means what? Eat only flesh of animal. That is a carnivore animal. Eat a flesh of animal. Then omnivore, both flesh and plants to eat omnivore. Okay. Okay, listen. Herbivore eat primarily plant materials. Okay, the next, eat primarily other animals, flesh eating other flesh eating animals. Omnivore eat combinations of plant and animal material. Types of digestive system animal: ruminant, multi compartment stomach, hindgut fermentor, simple stomach but very large and complex large intestine, monogastric, simple stomach. Listen, digestion is the process. Just recall, students, digestions. It is already we learned digestion definition. Insoluble food consisting of large molecules is broken down into soluble compounds. That is a digestion. Okay, the large complex complex convert into simple compounds. Okay, that is a digestion. Listen, starch. We eat starch. Enzymes convert into glucose. Then protein. The enzymes convert into amino acids. Fat convert into fatty acids and glycerol. See the picture, students. What are the starch, proteins and fats broken down into? We eat the food have contained starch, protein and fat. So these starch, proteins and fats are convert into another one. Okay, what is the starch in the enzyme convert into glucose, then protein the involve the enzyme convert into amino acids, fat convert into fatty acids or glycerol. Okay, next, students, food is broken down by two actions. What are the two actions of food broken? Physical action, mechanical, chemical action. Okay. Listen, what is the physical action and mechanical actions? Now I will tell. First, physical digestions. What does mean by physical digestion? For example, teeth. Then, peristalsis of alimentary canal. This is a peristalsis movement. This is a peristalsis. The swallowing food, the food is swallowed by peristaltic movement. Through the peristaltic movement follow the stomach. Then chewing, mastication. This is a physical digestion. Teeth, chewing, mastication, that is a physical digestion. What does mean by chemical digestion? The digestive enzymes are the chemicals that break large soluble food molecules into smaller soluble molecules. That is a chemical digestion. Next, students, 4 stages in feeding and digestion. What are the 4 feeding stages? Ingestion, digestion, absorption into bloodstream, digestion. That is a process of mainly 4 steps. Digestion mainly 4 steps. 4 steps: ingestion, digestion, absorptions into the bloodstream, then digestion. Listen. The food is absorbed and then assimilated by the cell. Absorption, assimilation to the body cell, then circulatory system. This is a circulatory system. Digestive system to absorb the food, circulatory system assimilation to the body cell. That is absorbed, the assimilated by the cells. Then nutrition, the first stage: ingestion, digestion, egestion, and absorption. The nutritions, the mainly four steps: ingestion, digestion, absorptions, then egestion. Listen students, then our buccal cavity have saliva. The salivary glands, the saliva secreted by the salivary glands. Okay, salivary glands to produce saliva. The pH value 7 to 8. Listen, the salivary gland, duct, salivary gland, duct, salivary gland. Listen students. Saliva contains, what is the contents of saliva? Mucus, water, sodium hydrogen, carbonate, salivary amylase. Then salivary amylase or ptyalin. Ptyalin is the old name. That is a salivary amylase. Salivary amylase means what? Salivary amylase means enzyme. Okay. Listen, what happens in the mouth? Grinding of bolus by teeth. The intake of food, the grinding by bolus by teeth. That is a mechanical digestion. Okay. Then salivary glands to produce saliva. Okay, that is a enzymatic digestion. Saliva contains salivary amylase. The salivary amylase, the starch convert into maltose. That is a salivary amylase. Okay, the mainly involved the steps of digestion. Listen carefully students, just to recall. Food processing begins in the mouth. First step, food processing begins in the mouth. The bite food is then swallowed. Which one is the bite? In our teeth, from the buccal cavity. Okay, the buccal cavity have contains the 4 types of teeth: incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. The 4 types of teeth. Food is the swallowed and moved through the pharynx into the esophagus. Then food is mechanically and enzymatically digested in the stomach. Okay, then food is mechanically and enzymatically digested into the stomach. The liver secretes bile. The liver secretes bile. The liver secretes bile. The pancreas secretes digestive enzyme. The pancreas secretes the digestive enzyme. Most enzymatic digestion takes place in the small intestine. The nutrients are then digested as they move the digestive tract. Nutrients, where it is contain nutrients? Listen, the intake of food contains many types of nutrients. Nerves and hormones regulate the digestion. Okay. Then absorption takes place mainly through the villi of the small intestine. The villi's main functions, the absorptions. Where it is located in villi? The small intestine have finger-like projections. That is a villi. The large intestine, the millions of villi they have contained. Okay, the large intestine, the eliminates waste leading the large intestine. Okay, the large intestine eliminates the wastage leading opening the elimination of wastage called anus. Okay. Okay, that's all students. The next, digestion is completed in the small intestine and nutrients are absorbed through its wall. The small intestine is about 5 to 6 meters. The length of small intestine 5 to 6 meters. The length and has there 3 regions: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Okay. Next students, liver. The largest internal organ of the body. The largest internal organ of the body. Which one is the largest internal organ? Liver. Also one of the most complex organ which lies in the upper right abdomen just under the diaphragm. The liver secrete bile. So the largest internal organ, which one is the largest internal organ? Liver. Okay, next, bile, the fluid secreted by the liver which emulsify fats. So the liver secrete the bile. Next, students, absorptions. Already we learned absorptions. Is the process of absorption, process by which substances are taken in by cells of the food tube. Absorption takes place mainly through the villi of the small intestine. Digested food in the forms of amino acids, simple sugars, fatty acids, and glycerol diffuse into the cells of the villi. Next, students, elimination. What is meant by elimination? The process of getting digestive wastage material that have not been absorbed from the digestive tract and did not participate in metabolic activities. Then excretion, the process of getting rid of metabolic waste, which in mammals is mainly the function of kidneys and lungs. Okay, that is a excretion. Excretions means what? The undigested waste materials, that is a excretion through the anus. That's all, students. Thank you.